for that reason, so he can give joy to everybody that he meets.
Sammy belongs to Gail and Greg Wexler of Mount Laurel, New Jersey. Gail tells 1010 Wins for a while it was touch and go with Sammy's health.
He ruptured a disc in his back that pinched his spine. We rushed him to the vet, and we had to run to Penn Veterinary Hospital in Philadelphia. And within 7 hours, he was in spinal surgery. We knew going into the surgery, it was a 50-50 chance that he will or will not walk again.
Well, that was 5 years ago. Sammy uses a wheelchair, and he gets attention everywhere he goes.
A little boy was on the floor sitting with Sammy while he was in his wheels, and the little boy bonded with him, and they were sitting on the floor together. When the boy got up, he said, "Mama, look at his legs. He has braces just like me." And Sammy just bonded with him right away.
Sammy has won multiple Halloween costume contests, including as an Amazon delivery truck. In fact, that was such a hit, Amazon is said to be looking to collab with the Wexlers to have Sammy appear at employee events. A move overseas to protect both drivers and passengers in electric vehicles.
They're sleek and modern, but China is banning hidden car door handles on all of its EVs after several deadly incidents. The flush-mounted pop-outs were first featured on Teslas. The issue? The design integrates the handle into the door and uses electrical signals to activate the latch. Last fall, bystanders in China couldn't open the door to save a driver whose electric sedan had crashed before it burst into flames. The parents of a teenager killed in the U.S. sued Tesla after a Cybertruck's door shut down when it hit a tree and caught fire, locking in the passengers. 3 died. Deborah Rodriguez for 1010 Wins.
New York State coming in top 5 when it comes to the best states for women's health. We are 4th overall in a Smile Hub ranking that looked at things like the quality of women's hospitals, to the maternal mortality rate, to the affordability of a doctor's visit. Massachusetts came in first, followed by Connecticut, Hawaii, New York, and then Vermont. New Jersey, you were 7th. New York, by the way, ranked number 1 for health and wellness charities. The worst state for women's health care? That would be Oklahoma. Well, to say politics in this country is polarized may be the understatement of the year, right? British researchers are looking at that and have pinpointed 2008 as the year things took a rapid shift.
Why 2008? Researchers say part of it was the election of Barack Obama.
We've also got changes in internet use and increasing use of social media.
But Cambridge University Political Lab Director Lee DeWitt says social media is more of an accelerant than just a cause.
Particularly when people have more opportunity to state in a public forum what their views are on particular issues.
DeWitt concedes that he didn't really need the research to determine polarization is increasing here, but he does need to find out more about why.
As correspondent Peter King, the paper appears in the journal Royal Society Open Science. Now this message: if you suspect nursing home abuse, call the law firm of Kelly and Grossman at 1-800-ELDERLY.
Whether you're hitting the slopes or taking to the trails, get where you want to go in the new 2025 Subaru Forester Hybrid. With a driving range of up to 581 miles, adventures abound, and pit stops are optional. Love goes the extra mile. Get from the city to the mountains on a single tank of gas, thanks to the 2025 Subaru Forester Hybrid. Lease a new 2025 Forester Hybrid for $329 a month for 36 months with 10,000 miles per year and 4314 due at lease signing. See participating retailer for details.
At Citizens, we help make sense of your money and all your money questions.
Do I keep renting or finally buy?
Do I plan for a vacation or plan for a renovation?
How big of a nest should my nest egg be?
If money talks, what's it say to me?
Is cash still king?
Wait, when did a dollar slice go up to $3? Whatever money questions you have, Citizens has the answers. Make sense of your money at citizensbank.com/made-ready. Member FDIC.
One city, one station. 1010 Wins.
All news, all the time. This is 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM. You give us 22 minutes, we'll give you the world.
Good morning. 30 degrees. It is 7:20. On this Wednesday, February 4th, I'm Susan Richard. Here's what's happening. Still no sign of Savannah Guthrie's mother as investigators try to confirm whether a ransom note sent to a Tucson TV station is legit. As we continue to deal with this bitter cold,
I think any single New Yorker we can bring indoors that would otherwise stay outside is a difference worth making.
Mayor Mamdani announcing the opening of a long-stalled homeless shelter in Lower Manhattan. Congress passes legislation to fund the government through September, but Homeland Security for only another 2 weeks. The end of the partial government shutdown means there's now money to keep the World Trade Center health program going for another 14 years. Chappell Roan laughs off criticism of her Grammy red carpet look. In sports, Knicks won, Nets lost, Islanders won, Devils lost. AccuWeather today, mostly sunny and a high of 33. Wednesday news time 7:21. Let's get you where you need to go. Here's Karen Stewart.
We're going to check the GW Bridge again. As we check what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels, you're going to want to know that the inbound Georgia upper from 8095 Express is an hour. That's the deal up there. We had several accidents this morning, all cleared now. Inbound George lower is 40 from the Palisades. It's a 15-minute wait. The Lincoln's 35 and the Holland's 45 from the Pulaski Skyway, and 30 minutes from the Newark Bay Extension. As far as the East River crossings go, we have some delays on the Queens side of both the Throgsneck and Whitestone bridges, so any bridge is in good shape right now. We may have something on the FDR. I think we have an accident up by right around 85th Street. The delays go back to 41st Street on the northbound side of the FDR. Very, very messy there. Staten Island Expressway is busy all the way from the Goethals to the Verrazano, up and over. Up the Gowanus, you'll see scattered delays to 39th Street, and then it really gets heavy from the Prospect up into Atlantic Avenue. As we check what we see on Long Island's Big 3 westbound LIE delays to the Cross Island Parkway from Little Neck Parkway. The northern state, believe it or not, is still good, and the southern state is starting to get heavy getting out into the Cross Island Parkway North. The Cross Island Parkway North at the southern state is very, very busy. Traffic is sponsored by Amazon Hub Delivery. Alternate side is suspended. Karen Stewart, 1010 wins at 92.3 FM.
Hey, New York business owners, it's Tiki Barber. Are you looking to earn extra money? Of course you are. When your business partners with Amazon Hub Delivery, you simply drop off packages to Amazon customers in your neighborhood. Sign up at amazon.com/hub delivery.
As authorities in Arizona race against the clock to find Savannah Guthrie's mother, confirmation now of a ransom note. It was sent to a local TV station as well as to TMZ.
Authorities say they're vetting a possible ransom note and taking every tip seriously with assistance from the FBI as they pore over DNA results, surveillance images, and other evidence gathered from the house. Police are also stressing Guthrie's critical need for daily medication and continuing their appeal for help from the public.
As correspondent Andres Gutierrez, police say Nancy Guthrie was taken from her Tucson home likely overnight Sunday. Yesterday, what appeared to be blood was seen next to a doormat outside the home. Police have confirmed that blood was found at the scene. It is being tested. NBC, meantime, confirming that Savannah Guthrie will not be taking part in network coverage of the Winter Olympics. Mayor Mamdani announces the opening of a long-stalled homeless shelter in Lower Manhattan. This is the Pearl Street Safe Haven Shelter, which will house more than 100 people. It comes as 16 people have died in this brutal cold snap, with the Coalition for the Homeless applauding this announcement. However, the mayor tells NBC4 he is opposed to forcing people indoors.
This is the exact same policy that even the prior administration had in place as it pertained to involuntary confinement. We're continuing that policy of relying on a clinician's determination.
Amy Pospisil heads the group Breaking Ground.
I think it's hard not to think that we've, as a system, as a society, failed in some kind of way when we have people who are freezing to death on our streets.
Well, the mayor notes that as part of the city's Code Blue, they have stepped up outreach by staffers from the Department of Social Services, with nearly 1,000 people placed in shelters due to those efforts. He says several were involuntarily taken in because they were perceived to be a danger to themselves or others. 25 days into the nurses' strike, the New York State Nurses Association says the hospital proposals continue to fall short on their key demands for increased pay, upping staffing levels, and protections against violence in the workplace. They also accused Montefiore, Mount Sinai, and New York Presbyterian of delaying negotiating in bad faith, and threatening to delay returning striking nurses to work. As for wages, Gothamist is reporting that in recent days, the hospitals jointly proposed a 3% raise each year for 3 years. So far, no comment on that from the hospitals, which in the past have called the union salary demands unreasonable. Need help with your 2025 tax return? Mayor Mamdani announcing assistance.
Filing for your taxes may not even cost you a cent. That is through New York City's free tax prep.
This is a program that helps New Yorkers file their taxes for free, keep every dollar that they've earned, and avoid the predatory fees that proliferate throughout so much of the tax industry. Nearly half of all New Yorkers are eligible.
Mayor Mamdani says by using this program, it can save the average person up to $346 that they normally would use on tax prep fees.
For many New Yorkers, it feels as if this is the scam, when in reality, the scam has been the many fees that they've been forced to pay time and time again.
If you have a family, you must earn less than $97,000, or if you're filing as an individual, make less than $68,000. Mary Lynn Buckley, 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM on the Lower East Side.
Now Bloomberg Money Watch and Courtney Donahoe.
Susan, American Airlines CEO Robert Isom is under pressure from its pilots, blaming him for failing to close the gap with more profitable rivals Delta and United. The Allied Pilots Association union is considering holding a vote of no confidence in Isom and his executive team, with the move possible as soon as Friday. American declined to comment. Quick check of trading. Stocks are rebounding this morning. S&P futures rising 15 points. Dow futures gaining 125. This report is sponsored by Fidelity. I'm Courtney Donahoe, Bloomberg Money Watch on 1010 Wins at 92.3 FM.
Neighbors help neighbors. That's why PSEG Long Island offers a variety of programs to help our customers in need. From energy bill discounts to free home energy audits, we'll help you find a path to the support you need. Like ways to reduce costs and make your home more energy efficient over the long term. You may even qualify to receive free Energy Star appliances. Learn more about our programs and other community resources at psegLINY.com/financial assistance.
Why does it matter to members that Aetna was named a Best Medicare Advantage company by U.S. News and World Report? Because they chose a plan that gives them real support, real people, and real care. We show up with care management that ensures doctors work together on complicated conditions. We show up with the latest in online tools to make healthcare easier to use anytime. We don't show up for awards. We show up for you. And showing up for you is how healthier happens together.
Attention all dog owners. If you have ever listened to the radio or TV for any length of time, you've probably heard of America's #1 dog supplement, Rough Greens. Greetings, naturopathy Dr. Dennis Black, Amazon best-selling author and founder of Rough Greens here. And if your dog suffers from bad breath, itchy skin, licking paws, joint pain, or low energy, the truth is their food is probably to blame. You see, all commercial dog food is dead food. That's why I created Rough Greens. One daily scoop gives your pup the live vitamins, omega oils, probiotics, and enzymes that will bring their food back to life. Don't believe me? Let your dog try it before you buy it. I'll send you a free Jumpstart trial bag, risk-free. You just cover the shipping. Go to roughgreens.com. That's RUFFgreens.com. Use discount code NEWS. Don't wait. Give your dog the gift of vibrant health. Order now. It'll be at your house in a few days. Go to roughgreens.com. That's RUFFgreens.com. Discount code NEWS for your free Jumpstart trial bag today. Rough Green. We make any dog food better.
1010 Wins.
I can get all my news while I drive. I like the way to present it.
I could just pull it up anywhere that I'm at any time of the day, wherever I'm going, whatever I'm doing.
I tune in at least 7 times a day.
1010 Wins at 92.3 FM.
The views expressed in the following commercial message are solely those of the advertiser.
I'm John Chiarello, president of TWU Local 100, representing 44,000 union members who work around the clock to move millions in and around New York. On January 24th, thousands attended our mass membership meeting at the Javits Center despite the bitter cold, and thousands more worked during the largest snowfall New York has seen in years to keep the city moving safely. I want to say thank you to our members who showed up to the meeting, and thank you to our members who worked to help our city weather the storm and move New York. Your service is appreciated. I had a message for Phony Jano at our meeting. We will be organized, ready, willing, and able to fight for a fair contract this spring. To our members, our next battle will be in the halls of Albany at Lobby Day on March 25th. Join your union brothers and sisters to make sure our elected leaders know what Local 100's priorities are. That's where real change happens. For more information, go to TWULocal100.org.
Paid for by Transport Workers Union Local 100.
Now this message: injured, the law office of Isaac Abraham can represent you. Call 646-499-3131.
And a very good morning. Welcome to Wednesday. I'm Scott Stanford. Here's some great news for 9/11 first responders. I like this. The responders and survivors who are exposed to the toxins at Ground Zero. The House has approved funding that keeps health care coverage in place for those folks through 2040.
150,000 first responders and survivors keep their coverage. 10,000 enrollees every year that are new to the program are going to get the same health care those in the program have now. 9/11 advocate and first responder John Field.
We're going to protect what we have and add to it so that bill can do the best it can into the future.
But Field tells 1010 Wins part of his battle must go on. He and his team will keep fighting to restore jobs and research grants that have been cut by HHS.
The original statute in 2010 under the original James DeDroga Health and Compensation Act calls for 120 people to be staffed to administrate the World Trade Center health program. There's only 82 people working.
All of this, of course, as we approach the 25th anniversary of the attacks. Glenn Schuck, 1010 Wins, 92.3 FM.
Wins News Time, 7:31. Let's get you where you need to go on a Wednesday. Hump Day Wednesday. We getting over that hump, Karen Stewart?
We're kind of really busy in Westchester right now. In Yorktown, southbound on the Chiconic, we're heavy into exit 13. We have an accident in the fast lane. Southbound 9A, Sawmill River Road at Pleasantville Road. Yeah, right. In Briarcliff Manor, there's an accident there. Take the Chiconic instead. As we check Long Island, we have an accident on the Southern State. Westbound near exit 29 for Route 107. And as we check New Jersey, stay away from 78 eastbound. Stay away. It's a misery. West of exit 44 in Summit, there's an accident investigation in the left lane. And then at 45 for Glenside Avenue in Summit, we have a tractor trailer accident.